Hey RVers and future RVers, I'm Mikey B with Beckley's RVs, coming to you today with something sunshiny warm despite this overcast day. Behind us is an all-new 2025 ALiner Classic model with some really cool goodies, and wait till you see the inside, something that we don't see a lot. Let's get into it. Setup on the ALiner is easy as 30 seconds and 2 hands. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of time because we're gonna talk to you about it, but this one also has some dormers, so it might take you just a little bit of extra time, especially that first couple trips out. But let's go through this easy setup. First, you have roof clips that we need to undone, great English, undo. We got one on each side. One, and two. We're gonna get a lift, and if you need, you also have a lift assist with the bar. Lock in the side, lock in the bar, repeat on the second side. Lift, lock. Anyway, as I mentioned, we also have 2 dormers on either side that we're gonna go ahead, very similar to the roof. Unlock your latches, and the awesome thing is ALiner has gas struts, oh man, my English is great today. Gas struts to help assist, so you don't have to really muscle it. Repeat on the front side. Latch 1. Latch 2, and just give a quick little push and you'll see it'll start assisting for you. Now we're gonna go and do the sidewalls. We're gonna have 4 latches inside to do. Once we get that door side with that first latch, we're gonna go to the opposite wall, lift, and again, second latch, third latch, fourth latch. Now the 2 side walls are in place, we can hit the dormers. Make sure that outside wall's fully extended. Similarly to the side walls, latch 1, latch 2, and disclaimer, watch your head. Let's repeat on the front side. Give a little push to make sure it's locked in. Latch 1. And latch 2. Pretty darn easy, right? All right, let's roll through some of the exterior features on this new 2025 ALiner Classic model. In the back, we do have a spare tire. It's not mounted yet, but the cool thing with these new model year, we have a spare tire and a 2-inch receiver to be able to put both spare tire and your bike rack. A big bonus for us RVers. Along with that, to take along with your goodies like your bikes, we also are gonna have 2 storage compartments, one in the back that's really large, and it actually comes back up here so you can stow a lot of stuff in there. While we're here, we do have a rail kit that has an outside stove that you can mount and do some cooking outside and save all that greasy fumes and stuff inside. We have electric outlets to be able to hook up your entertainment stuff or maybe additional cooking gear. Amber light, or what we like to call is a bug light. That way we don't have to worry about attracting bugs at night while we have this on. Of course, a nice grab bar, sturdy step to be able to get confidently inside without slipping. And again, our second storage compartment goes up underneath this whole side of the booth, so you're gonna have all this cavity here to load this side up as well. Up front, you're gonna have your propane tanks and your batteries to be able to take care of some of those items that you're gonna see inside, i.e. like your propane stovetop and some of those 12-volt items like lights, and run that furnace. And lastly, your utility side. This is where you're gonna find all your hookups. But before we get to them, you're gonna have a hookup here that you can bring a portable solar panel to get that 12-volt charge, especially if you're out in the field boondocking. We're gonna have hot and cold water because this model is equipped with a water heater. So that way we can use this as an outside shower to clean up our feet or maybe those big pots and pans. We're gonna have our electric outlet, and below that our drain for our wastewater from our sink. And speaking of water, we're gonna have 2 water sources. We're gonna have our city connection, that's the connection you're gonna hook up at your campground, and your potable water, again, if you're boondocking or going dry camping, to take some water with you. And of course, just your exhaust for your, this is your water heater and your furnace. So a couple of the exterior features on this 2025 A-Liner Classic model. All right, so awesome for the 2025 model year A-Liner Classic model. We have a fresh new interior that you're gonna see, and then towards the end, just wait with us, you'll see a something option that we don't see a lot here at Beckley's. I think it's super cool. But up front, you have your cool new dinette setup. They have this Laguna table setup that I have loved for a long time, and we've seen in some other products, but it's very interchangeable, universal, if you will. They're just real easy to loosen and tighten, so you can either raise, lower, or maybe move it off to the side, use it as a single person dinette, or widen it up, and then maybe if you got a laptop and some other stuff. But it's really super easy to use. Opposite of this is going to be all your kitchen setup. So you're going to have your sink and your propane stove. This will be the 2-burner stove that you can use indoor, and of course your propane or your water that you'll have hot and cold because this is equipped with a water heater. And I love how they have these glass tops that we can that are recessed, so that way we can close up and use all this for prep area if you need. Underneath is going to be your refrigerator that will be able to cool your stuff, and your controls are right here as well. So the water pump, water heater controls that you can turn on as needed. We're going to have storage again here, as well as up underneath this booth. And this is the booth that shares the access point from the outside. So that way, if it's a rainy day, kind of like today, I've got something in the compartment door, I can either access it here or lift the whole booth seat up and get to it from the top side. And I wanted to show off the dormer as well. Again, this model has 2 dormers. This is the big one. I'm 6'1", I have plenty of head height. So if we need to change our clothes or do anything with some height, we've got it obviously here, and of course the ease of moving the Laguna table out of the way. You're gonna see a bunch of windows that we're gonna have to be able to open up, and curtains, obviously to close out the daylight or for privacy. Now this is what is exciting to me. This is a twin bed setup, something that we don't see a lot. Usually what you have is a sofa that converts into a sofa bed, and that's pretty much a standard here for the A-Liner models. But this twin bed is great to be able to just have maybe his and hers that fight, you know, for bed space or something. But this, with putting the beds to the side, we have this nice nightstand here with a lot of storage. We even have A-Liners put in some 12-volt receptacles so we can charge our portable devices, as well as some storage here that we can tuck away. And then storage underneath here, and again it has that secondary access point from the outside. So all this is storage, so we'll be able to throw a lot of camping gear up out of the way and not have to worry about it being on the floor or in the way. Now this model is equipped with a furnace, a propane furnace that you're going to see here. All these circular outlets, as well as the AC heat pump. Your controls are right here at the foot of the bed, which is very easy, so you can set that. And the great thing about having not only a propane furnace and an AC heat pump, in the colder temperatures, if you're boondocking or dry camping, you're not going to have electric perhaps to hook up to, so you can run your classic furnace. You're at a campground, you're paying for electric, you're hooked up, you might as well run that heat off of that. But then again, the AC part of it is a bigger AC unit, so it's definitely going to chill down this space very easily. And again, I'm 6'1", just to give you some insight. This one's a little tight. I've got my feet here at the end and my head at the end. The other side, that's where I'm going to be. And then again, this dormer is a little bit lower than the other one, as you can see here. So don't have a nightmare and sit up real quick. You're gonna have a little bump on your head. So what do you think of this interior and this twin bed setup on this new 2025 A-Liner Classic? So you're thinking about this model and you're worried about towing or storage, no fear. Again, as easy as everything else is, i.e. the setup, storing it is even better, and towing is a breeze. Closed up, you're gonna sit about that high, which means it's gonna fit in your garage with height, 6 foot and some change for width. And so most 8-foot garage storage places, this is gonna fit easily, so that way you could, if you got HOA, you can keep it at the house. Towing aspect of it only sits at about 1,800 pounds and grosses out to 3,000 pounds. So do the math, you're gonna have 1,200 pounds of gear that you can put in this thing. That's huge. But more importantly, you only need a 3,000 pound tow vehicle to safely get this to your campsites. So hope you enjoyed the video. Again, all new 2025 A-Liner Classic. Give us a thumbs up if you do. Love to hear, comment below on your first impressions or any features that you have some further questions on. And show us some love, everybody. Smash that subscribe button. I'm Mikey B at Beckley's RVs. We'll see you at the campsites.